with this graph, what we're doing is we're going to trying to figure out the efficient amount of whatever it is we're talking about here, and we're also going to try to figure out the marginal external benefit, and we're also going to figure out how much we will produce if there's no government involvement. Okay, so here again we have marginal benefit. That's the benefit to me as a person. Marginal social benefit, how much does society benefit, which includes me, for the demand for this good. Let's say it's education. I'm going to get benefit from education. So my demand curve is my marginal benefit curve. If you saw the video with the table, this would be basically our marginal private benefit. Okay, we called it MPB in the other example. It's the same thing. Marginal private benefit and just marginal benefit are the same. But society is going to be better off if I get some education. So the marginal social benefit is greater than my marginal benefit. Okay, my marginal social cost in my supply curve, there's no external cost, so they're both going to be the same thing. Don't worry about this dead weight loss thing. We aren't going to worry about that. But if there's no government involvement, so no government involvement, okay, so if we're left to ourselves here, let me zoom this out just a little bit. Okay, if there's no government involvement, what we're going to do is we're going to end up where the marginal benefit is equal to the marginal social cost. Okay, so where these two curves intersect, this MB, or the demand curve, equals this MSC curve. So it's going to be right here. So we would end up with a quantity of Q naught. Okay, now if we wanted to figure out the marginal external benefit, the marginal external benefit is how much society is going to actually benefit by, me going to school, then what we would do is we would find the vertical distance between the MB curve and the MSB curve, the marginal benefit curve and the marginal social benefit. So if we're at Q1, the marginal external cost is going to be the difference between here and here. So in that particular amount, it would be P1 minus P2 would be the marginal external cost if we're at Q1. Okay, so if you're on your graphs, the graphs for your homework, everything's parallel, so it wouldn't matter which two Q's that you picked, whatever quantities you picked, it would stay the same. In this one, they're not parallel, so it wouldn't work out that same way. But the marginal external cost is the vertical distance between the MB curve and the MSB curve. Now, if we want to know what the efficient outcome is, the efficient outcome is where MSB, marginal social benefit, is equal to marginal social cost. Always, our efficiency is going to be where marginal social benefit equals marginal social cost. So that's where this MSB curve and this MSC curve are going to intersect. So the efficient amount of our output for education is going to be Q1. So where the MSB curve intersects the MSC curve, that is our efficient amount of education. Okay?